Hi. Welcome to Back Care Yoga. Tonight is Monday, March 30th, and we're going to do a wonderful class to help strengthen our core muscles, stretch out our hamstrings, and open up our hips to get us out of pain and into feeling like we have a comfortable back. So, I just have a couple of things I want to tell you about. Props. You can see behind me, I have some blocks there, the green blocks, and then the red bolster. You might like to use the blocks at some point during the practice. If you don't have blocks, you could use a stack of books or a couple of soup cans. And the big red pillow is for deep relaxation. You might, if you don't have that, you can use a pile of pillows, or even put a chair under your knees to elevate your legs. What else do I want to tell you about? Oh yeah, so I'm sitting on a blanket. You might like to use a Mexican blanket or any kind of blanket that's not slippery for the practice. And so while you're getting your props, I want to let you also know that Wednesday we will be on Zoom instead of YouTube. So, well, the videos that I've filmed on YouTube will stay on YouTube, but we'll be transitioning to Zoom, which is more interactive. So I'm looking forward to that. So I want to thank my paying clients and those of you that have made donations to help support this channel during this time. If you'd like to get on our mailing list, or if you'd like to make a donation, you can visit us at the yogalily.com. That's THEYOGALILY.com. And I'm Pam Medina. I'm going to be your guide today. So we are going to start on our backs today. So you're going to go ahead and lay with your feet, excuse me, my tree, feet nice and wide, about as wide as your mat. And then let the knees collapse inward. So if you're very flexible, you may even be balancing on the insteps of the feet. Okay, I'll give you the side view of what that looks like as well. So the feet are wide as your mat, and the knees collapse inward. And what this does is stretch out the lower back and the hips and the hamstrings. And then you can bring the left hand to the heart and the right hand to the belly. Be sure the back of the neck is long. The chin is slightly tucked as if you're holding a goose egg between your chin and chest. Shoulders relaxed. And you might like to close your eyes here as we get centered. So just exhale through the nose. And then inhale through the nose, filling the belly, ribs, and upper chest. Exhale through the nose, empty the upper chest, ribs, and belly. And inhale through the nose, filling the belly, ribs, and upper chest. Exhaling through the nose, relaxing the upper chest, ribs, and belly. Inhaling through the nose, filling the belly, ribs, and upper chest. And just continue to breathe just like this. Also focus on feeling the breath in the lower, middle, and upper back as you inhale. And as you exhale, relaxing the upper, middle, and lower back. Keep drinking in that breath as if the breath is the only thing in existence in this moment in time. Just the breath. Explore if you can stretch the back muscles with the inhales. And relax the back muscles with the exhales. One more breath like this. And then from here, let's go ahead and bring the soles of the feet together. So heel toe your feet together. Bring the soles of the feet together and let the knees open out wide. Now, if that feels too tender for your back, you might want to put a lot of support underneath your knees. You can put them, the blocks, or you put a pile of pillows underneath your knees. The blocks could be on high, on medium, or low, or none. For demonstration purposes, I'm definitely going to have the blocks under the knees here. And then go ahead and also the way that you could make them higher is by bringing them in closer towards under your thighs. That'll keep the legs up even higher. So find that perfect position. You want to feel like you're getting a little stretch through the groin area, but not too much. And you should feel the tiniest little back bend in your lower back, not too much, okay? And if this feels uncomfortable, just bring the feet to the floor and have the knees pointing to the ceiling. Otherwise, you're going to be the soles, the feet up. And then you're welcome to rest your hands on your belly for this one, or bring your arms up overhead and hold the elbows. And you're going to close your eyes and just rest here. I'm going to have you stay right there and breathe long, deep breaths. And as you stay laying on your back in this pose and breathing, I'm going to come up and closer to the camera for demonstration of what we'll do next. So don't be distracted by my jingle jangle t-shirt. I have a dear friend that bought me this awesome shirt that has bells on it. So I forgot that before I started filming. Okay. So you're going to stay there laying on your back. You're holding your elbows or your hands are on your belly. And then keep your head still. And go ahead and open your eyes. And imagine that your eyes are a grandfather clock. So today's theme is the hidden gifts of hardship. And we'll be better able to see the gifts of hardship if our eyes are functioning better. So if you need to turn to look towards me, you certainly can. But if you can follow along by the sound of my voice, just open your eyes and inhale, bring your eyes up to the 12 o'clock. And then exhale, bring your eyes down to the 6 o'clock. Inhale up to 12. And exhale down to 6. Inhale up to 12. And exhale down to 6. Center and close the eyes. Take a breath. I should tell you, and I should have told you before, if you wear glasses, you might like to remove them for this practice. And if you wear contacts, you may like to just not remove them, but just be very conscientious about how you're moving. Don't overdo it. So let's open the eyes once again. And this time, as you inhale, you're going to bring your eyes all the way to the right. We'll call that 3 o'clock. And exhale to the left. We'll call that 9 o'clock. Inhale to the right at 3. Exhale to the left at 9. Inhale to the right for 3. And exhale to the left at 9 o'clock. Inhale the eye center and close the eyes. Take a breath. Relax. Continue to keep the eyes, the head still. Don't let the head move, and open the eyes. Inhale the eyes up to 12 o'clock. And now we'll move clockwise slowly to 1 o'clock, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. Continue around the circle. It's important that you're moving into the very perimeter, the very edges of your vision. Just like any other yoga pose that we do, we always want to come into our edge. Keep moving around the circle. The eye movements are very helpful for relieving tension in the head and the eyes. Most of us are looking at computers way too much, especially these past few weeks. The next time the eyes come up to 12 o'clock, and do take your time to get there, just close the eyes and take a breath or two into the eyes. This practice is called Netra Vyayamam, the eye movements. Open the eyes and inhale, bring the eyes up to 12 o'clock. We'll move counterclockwise this time again. Keep your head still. And moving to the 11 o'clock, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 12, 11, 10, 9, and complete the circle on your own. When you get up to 12, center and close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and exhale, relax. Lengthen out your legs one at a time. Straighten them out and let the feet be wide apart from one another. And then release the arms down by the sides with the palms turned up. And just feel the facial muscles relaxing, letting go. And as you continue to relax there, feeling the tension be drained out of the face, I'll go ahead and set up, go back to my mat. And then go ahead and bring your legs together. And hug the right knee. Hold the shin. If you're not able to do that, please take a moment to use a strap and hold the strap. You can also use a sock as an extension for your arm here. Otherwise, if you're able to hold your shin or your knee, go ahead and do so. And kick out through the left heel. And take a few breaths here. Every time you exhale, draw that right thigh in towards your belly a little more. Try not to roll into your right side. And now take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, lift up your head and shoulders, draw your nose towards your knee. And then keep holding your knee as you inhale and lower your head. And lengthen out the right leg. Take a breath. Let go. You might notice the right leg is feeling a little closer to the ground than the left. And now hug your left knee. And again, you can use the strap here, or you can hold your shin. If you're able to interlace your fingers, you could do that as well. Chin slightly tucked. And long, deep breaths. Every time you exhale, bring that left thigh in a little closer. And then take a deep breath in here. And exhale, draw your nose towards your knee. And keep holding your leg as you inhale and lower your head. Lengthen out the left leg. Separate the arms and legs. Take a breath. And relax and let go. Great. Okay, we're going to set up for some leg lifts now. So I want you to form a supportive diamond shaped pose and place that underneath your sacrum. So let me just show you what that would look like if you had a glass yoga mat and they could see underneath it. This is the hand position you would have. And then zip the legs together and kick out through the heels. Feel, again, the chin is slightly tucked so the back of the neck is long. And exhale completely. Now inhale, raise your right leg only and lift the right heel towards the ceiling, draw the toes towards your face. Fullest range of motion. And as you exhale, grip the belly muscles and draw the right leg down. Same mindfulness in that left side. So as you inhale, lift the left leg up, come up as high as you can. Draw the nose towards the toes, press out through the heel. And then exhale, keep pushing out through the heel. Strong belly muscles, lower belly muscles are squeezing in as you lower down. And again, inhaling, raising the right leg up. And as you exhale, squeeze those belly muscles back as you lower down. Inhaling, left leg up. And exhaling, lowering down. So we're going to continue to flow like this just with legged movements at first. We're just warming up that abdomen. We want to get nice and strong here. Really feel that you're moving from the hip sockets. Lots of awareness of body mechanics here. And then try not to let the leg waver from side to side. Try to really keep it pushing forward. Pressing out through that heel will really help that awareness and give you more control as you're moving. When you're lifting the leg, make sure that you lift it so high you feel the hamstring, you feel the stretch through the back of the leg and the calf. That's good indication that you've moved into your fullest range of motion. If you're not feeling that, then you want to try to work a little bit more powerfully to get that stretch. This becomes too much for you. Now, that doesn't mean just because you get tired. I mean too much for you, meaning you're having pain. And there's a difference between discomfort and impatience and feeling tired. Because you want to get a little bit tired. That's how you get stronger. But if you're feeling pain, you want to stop, take 3 breaths, and then try again. 3 long breaths, and then try again if you need to stop. Make sure you're not holding tension in your neck or shoulders. The tension that you are holding is in your belly. Squeezing the abdomen, squeezing the hip muscles, engaging the legs and the feet. The next time that left leg lowers down, go ahead and separate the legs and remove the hands. Turn the palms up. Take a deep breath in, draw the shoulders to the ears. Exhale, let go. Turn your head to the right. And turn your head to the left. Bring your head center. Take a breath. And relax. Notice how your body feels after the leg lifts. I'm feeling a subtle throbbing in my legs. Maybe you are too. Okay, we're going to bend the knees once again and bring both of the knees up this time, holding both of the knees or the shins. If you're able to interlace the fingers, you can go ahead and do that, or hold a wrist or even your elbows. And then take a deep breath in. And exhale, draw your nose towards your knees. Hold the breath out for the count of 3, 2, 1. Inhale, keep holding the legs as you lower down. Gently rock the knees from right to left, very slowly and mindfully, as if you're ironing out your lower back. And then come center, engage the navel and lower the feet to the floor. And bring the hands down by your sides, palms down. Pull the shoulder blades under. Make sure the knees are under, the ankles are under the knees. And we'll exhale and pull the belly muscles back. Push the lower back to the floor. Tighten the buttocks and belly. And lift the hips. Lift the lower back up off the floor. And keep shooting the tailbone towards the back of the knees. Tighten the belly. Now you don't need to come up very high. You do, but you want to get the buttocks up off the floor within your pain-free range of motion. So if you feel pain, try lowering a little bit, but don't let the back sag and don't let the booty sag. Tighten the booty muscles and keep pushing the spine, the lower back, towards the calves. So this is bridge pose, and I chose this pose because this catastrophe that we're all experiencing globally is uniting us as a people. It's bridged gaps between religions and nations and sexes and race. And in the words of one of my living gurus, Muji Baba, he said, for the first time in all of human history, the whole globe is at home together. So go ahead and lengthen the spine, lower down one vertebra at a time, and then lengthen one leg at a time. Turn the palms up, take a deep breath in, and exhale, let go and relax. Notice how you feel after that posture. Let all the muscles go. Notice if you're gripping onto muscles, waiting for the next thing. See if you can relax between each pose. And then let's bend the knees again. Bring the feet to the floor, engage the navel. And now pick up the knees, bring them in towards your chest. And again, we're going to slowly rock from left to right, slowly, mindfully massaging the lower back. And then see if you can align the big toes. And again, you can interlace the fingers or just keep the hands on the shins or the knees, or use a strap over your legs. And center your head, take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, lift your nose to neck and chest up towards your knees. If you can hold tighter, maybe you can hold a wrist now, or your forearms or your elbows, do so. And take another deep breath in. As you exhale, draw your nose towards your knees. We'll hold out a little longer now for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, keep holding the legs as you place your head on the floor. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, draw the knees in again. And pull the navel back. Lower the feet to the floor. We're going to come back to that supported diamond pose that I demonstrated earlier. Put that back underneath the sacrum, between the buttocks and lower back, and lengthen out the legs. And we're going to exhale. Inhale, raise the right leg up. Exhale, lower the right leg down. Inhale, raise the left leg up. And exhale, lower the left leg down. Now you could continue doing single leg lifts if that's what's best for your body. If you'd like to try double leg lifts, engage the navel and lift both the legs up. And exhale, squeeze the belly muscles as you lower the legs down. Keep pushing out through the heels. So another beautiful gift, in addition to that global unity, is that we now have an opportunity to become stronger as a planet, stronger as a human people, stronger physically as individuals, not just physically, but emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. We can learn to have faith and hope and patience and trust. So the next time the legs lower, go ahead and separate the legs. Release the hands, turn the palms up again. Take a breath. And exhale, relax. Let go. And then let's go ahead and roll off onto one side and come on up to sit. You're going to sit on the edge of your blanket. With your legs crossed, with the right ankle in front. And you might like to have a couple of blocks underneath your knees, if that serves you best. You don't have to use blocks if you don't want them or need them, but it does help if you have back pain. Most people, when they're watching this video, I'm assuming have some back discomfort. Okay, so we're going to take a deep breath in and then exhale, fold from the hips and walk the hands forward. Keep pushing your booty down and lengthen your spine. Draw your sternum forward and relax your head. Let's take some long, deep breaths into the hips and lower back here. And then engage the navel and come on up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Drop the chin. And then don't throw the head back. You're just going to circle the face in front of you. And then the next time the chin comes to the chest, reverse the direction. Remember to keep the back of the neck long. You can have a little bit of a tip back, but not much. It's really about circulating the face in front of you. And as the chin comes down in front, take and lift it up, lift the head up, take a breath. Let go. And then let's cross the legs the opposite direction. Sit up nice and tall, engage the navel. Deep breath in. And then exhale, fold from your hips, walk your hands forward. Now you could also, if you're not been practicing yoga for 25 years, your forehead doesn't come to the floor. You might like to have a block or a couple of blocks underneath your head. Otherwise, you can let the head come down, but make sure that the glutes are pressing down behind you. And breathe into your back muscles and your hips. And then engage the navel. Come on up. Oh, gosh, that feels good. And then let's drop the chin again. Circle the face in one direction. And circle in the other direction. And drop your chin, take a breath, and lift your head up. Great job. Okay, so we're going to come up and do a few sun salutations and a couple of standing postures. So you might like to have some blocks up at the top of your mat. And we're going to come to stand. You can fix your pants and your hair and all that. And have your feet fist distance apart. You're going to ground down to all four corners of the feet. Tighten the buttocks, tighten the belly. Absorb the earth energy up your legs, through your spine, to the top of your head. Imagine someone's pulling a string up off the top of your head. And then roll the shoulders up, back and down. Unlock the knees. Turn the palms forward. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, relax into Tadasana, mountain pose. So remember this perfect posture for yourself. And we'll move through some sun salutations. So exhale the hands to the heart center. Inhale, hook the thumbs, reach the arms up, lift the chest up, unlock the knees, and keep the lower back long. Don't take any pressure in that lower back. And then open your wings, exhale, and fold down. Relax your head. Line your fingers up next to your toes, or you can put your hands on blocks. And step the left foot back and bring the left knee to the ground. Sink the hips and lift the chest. Pull the collarbones open. Now bring your right knee back to meet your left knee. Come off your blocks if you're using them. Spread your fingers out wide. Middle finger points forward. Curl the toes under. Pick up the belly muscles. Pick up the knees. Press the buttocks up and back. And try to plant the buttocks towards the wall behind you. Broaden your shoulders. Push your hands down and forward. Drag the balls and heels of the feet down and back behind you. Now come down to your knees. Pull your belly muscles back. Shift your shoulders forward. And use your belly and arm strength to bend the elbows back and bring the chest and chin to the floor. Your buttocks and elbows are still up. Now reach the legs back behind you. Reach the toes back. Really lengthen those legs. And pull the chest forward through the arms. Pull the elbows and shoulders back. Elbows are still off the ground. And then curl the toes under. Lift the hips up. Lengthen the spine. Lengthen the waist. Press the chest back towards the toes. Imagine someone's pulling your hips back to the back of your mat. And then lower your knees. Bring your hands to blocks. Step that or not, and step the left foot forward. If you're not on blocks, your hands will be on the floor. And you're going to sink the hips and draw the chest forward. Curl the back toes under and step that right foot forward. Forward fold, relax the head. Hook the thumbs, engage the navel, reach up. Arch back and exhale. The breath. Notice how your body's feeling after your first sun salutation. It's just let's do this next sun salutation in the spirit of shining the light of appreciation for all that we do have. So exhale, inhale, hook the thumbs, tighten the buttocks, tighten the belly, lift the chest. Again, no pressure in that lower back. Exhale, fold from the hips. Line the fingers up next to the toes or bring the hands to the blocks. Step down through the feet, lift the hips, press the chest back towards the shins. Work the top of the head towards the floor. Inhale, right leg back this time. Bring the right knee to the ground, sink the hips and draw the chest forward. Pull the collarbones back, pull the shoulder blades down your waist. And then curl the back toes under and step that left foot back. Lift the hips, pick up the belly muscles, push the buttocks back to the wall behind you. Spread through the toes, press down from the back of the knees, down the calves, out the Achilles tendon. Reach the hands and feet away from one another energetically. And then come down to your knees. Pull your belly muscles back. Shift forward. Use your arm strength to place the chest between the hands, the chin to the floor, an 8-limb pose. And then lengthen the legs out. Reach the toes back. Pull the chest forward into a low cobra. No pressure on that lower back. Be really honest about that. That's how you're going to feel good. It's not through forcing, okay? We're going to take a few breaths here. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Lift the hips up, form an upside down V. Spread the fingers, spread the toes, lift the hips. Take a few breaths right here. Stretch out the calves and develop a little arm strength. And then you can either lower your knees first and then step your right foot through, or just step your right foot through, bring your left knee to the floor. You can come to blocks or not, your choice. And sink those hips nice and low. Draw the chest forward. These lunges are really good for our back. And then let's go ahead and curl the back toes under and step that back foot forward and forward fold. Hook the thumbs, pull the navel back, reach up, tighten the buttocks, lift the chest. And exhale, hands to the heart. Deep breath in. Exhale. Okay, we're going to do a standing posture. So bring the hands to the hips and step the left foot back as far as you can. You want the left big toe to point towards the front left corner of your mat. So that back foot is at a 45-degree angle. It shouldn't be hidden behind the right foot. It's like you're on one foot standing on one side of a railroad track and the other one standing on the other. Okay. And then both legs stay straight for this pose. So straighten the legs. You can have a little micro bend so you're not locking the knees. Pull the belly muscles up and back. Pull your right hip back, left hip forward. Bring your hands to your hips. Take a deep breath in. Lift your chest. And then keeping the legs straight, fold over your right leg. You might like to bring your hands to blocks here, high, medium, or low, or no. And then square off the hips. Don't let them turn. Have them facing the flush of the mat. Imagine I'm pulling those hips back behind you and you're pulling your spine away from your hips. And then fold over that right leg even more deeply. Relax the head. This is Parshvo Tonasana. This is called the intense side stretch. And I'm not sure why it's called that, because there is no stretch in the side, or at least not for me, but maybe if you're feeling a side stretch, you should write to me and let me know or put it in the comments at the end, because I've never felt a stretch on my side on this. And I do feel like I have tight sides. So breathe into the hips, breathe into the hamstrings. Good. And then engage the navel. Bring the hands to the hips. So here's a little balance challenge. Squeeze the belly muscles. Find a focal point, something that's not moving, and lift yourself up. And then look at your front foot. Engage the belly and step the rear foot forward. Take a breath. And just notice what feels different between the right and left leg. And again, make sure the feet are fist distance apart. Start and hands on the hips. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, step your right foot back. Again, you want that right big toe pointing towards the right top corner of your mat. Rear heel is pushed in. Both legs are straight. Squeeze the belly muscles. Push down through the rear, the tailbone down towards the rear heel. And turn your hips and shoulders to face forward. Hands on the hips, inhale, lengthen, lift the chest. Exhale, fold from your hips, leading with the chest. You could bring your hands, again, to the floor or to blocks on any setting. Once you get your hands settled, feel that I'm pulling both of your hips, both your left and your right hips back, And you're drawing your spine away out of the pelvic bowl and folding over the left leg even more deeply. This is a great pose for your hamstrings, your calves, and your nervous system. Also for your brain, the blood's flowing towards your brain. And I chose this pose because I feel it's very symbolic of going within. And I feel that's one of the wonderful hidden treasures of hardship. It's that incredible opportunity to stop running and to find what already exists inside of us. Okay, and let's engage the navel. Bring the hands to the hips slowly and mindfully. Find a focal point as you come up to stand. And look at your front foot. And step your rear foot forward. And inhale the shoulders to the ears. Exhale, let go. Okay. So we're going to work on a back bend. And we're going to lay on our side. Oops, sorry, my tree. It's being so good today. Then I step on. You're going to lay on your right side with your right arm up overhead. You could put a blanket underneath your head here if you prefer. And you're going to stack your legs. And then bend your top leg and reach back with your left hand for your left foot or ankle. And I'm going to also, and then just rest your head. And I'm going to show you on the side what that looks like as well. And I'm going to show you with the strap to help you. And I'll show you with all the props. So if you wanted the blanket, you could have that under your head. And then if you needed the strap, you can make like a little lasso, kind of like lasso your ankle. And then hold the strap. And then the right leg is straight and the left knee is bent, and you're pushing the left foot away from you and letting the hips draw forward a bit. Okay. So this is great for loosening up the quadriceps and your hip flexors. Keep that lower back long, though. It's really important. And long, deep breaths here. So rather than bending that left elbow and pulling the foot in towards you, you're pushing the foot away. Good. And then go ahead and release that right leg and take a breath, or left leg, take a breath. And then you're going to roll on to the other side. So you can just flip, but I'm going to spin around so I'm still facing you. So you're going to rest your head on your left arm. Hips and shoulders are stacked. And we're going to bend the right knee and catch the right foot or ankle. And again, if you're using the strap, you can just make a little lasso. And then draw the knees together, pull the belly muscles back, and push that tailbone down towards the knee. And again, rather than bending the right elbow, push the foot away so that the right arm is straightening. Right arm is straightening. You might feel a little stretch to the front of the right shoulder here as well. My knees always pop and crack when I do this one. I guess I must need it. And let's go ahead and release that right leg. Take a breath. And then you can roll onto your belly. I'll make my way back to that. And just relax your arms by your sides, palms up, legs separated, rest on one cheek. Take a breath. Relax, feel the whole body just resting and yielding into the floor. And then turn your head to the other side. Take a deep breath in and relax again. My legs must really need this sequence because I feel a lot of throbbing, a lot of blood moving down in the lower body. So let's bring the hands under the shoulders and come to all fours. Hands under the shoulders and big toes together. Open the knees wide and then push the hips back towards the heels. Now here you might like to put a block underneath your forehead, or you could stack your fist or your hands, or you could bring your forehead to the floor. But the most important part is that the lower back is long and you're pushing the buttocks to the heels. Don't lift the buttocks just to get the forehead to the floor. It's more about opening and spreading the lower back muscles. Another beautiful gift of hardship is that we have a tendency to return back to our roots. So I might like to contemplate that when we're in child's pose. Then let's engage the navel, and we're going to come on up to sit on our blankets again. We're going to be in a wide-legged position, so if you might want to turn sideways on your mat or just move a little bit out of the way if your furniture is going to be in the way. And then widen your legs nice and wide, and do your best to keep your knees caps pointing upward. And feel that your pelvis is rolled slightly forward. Your lower back is long, navel back, tailbone down. And then reach your left arm up. And take a deep breath in. And we're going to side bend to the right. And then you can, if you have the space for it, to soften the right elbow and keep reaching that left hand away from the left hip. You can let the head drop. And let's breathe into the left side of the body here. Keep the hips and shoulders facing forward. And if that left hip starts to lift off the floor, that means you're coming too deep. So come out of it a little bit, lift up out of it if it's causing that to happen. And then pull the navel back and inhale, come on up. Relax the left arm down, take a breath. Relax. Notice what feels different. And now reach the right arm up. Strong belly, tailbone down, inhale, lengthen. And side bend to the left. Let that left arm draw out towards the left foot. If you're very flexible, you can start to let that left elbow bend, but don't start to roll forward. You want to keep that chest lifted and the right shoulder stacked. Reach the right hand away from the right hip. Again, if that right hip's lifting off the floor, that's your lower back and your sacrum, your SI joint saying, hey, a little too much. So just lift up a little bit until you don't feel that happening anymore. Breathe into the right side body. And then pull the navel back and reach up and lower the right arm down. Take a breath. Relax and let go. Okay. For this next one, you might want a block or two in front of you. We're going to come forward now. So bring the hands in front of the thighs. Do the best you can to keep those kneecaps pointing up. And then engage the navel, lengthen the spine, and fold from your hips, leading with your chest. Keep your sits bones down. That doesn't mean we move into a pain. It means that we're moving mindfully. And then once you feel that the kneecaps are rolling forward, that's your cue to start letting the spine round. Move them down to a blanket or a block. Keep externally rotating the legs, pushing the outer thighs down. Long breaths into the back muscles here. This is Upavishtakonasana. Wide-legged forward fold. And this reminds me that when I'm faced with adversity, that I'm being cracked open, to remember, be open to all the possibilities. So breathe into the endless possibilities of this pose, of your life. And then engage the navel and come on up. Okay, we're going to bring the soles of the feet together now. You might like to have blocks here underneath your knees, or you might like to use a block or two in front of your feet. Okay? And you want to draw your heels in towards your groin and let the knees be open. And engage the navel, lengthen the spine, pull the navel back, push the tailbone down, draw your chest forward, and come on down here. I'll use a block underneath my forehead. And you can let the arms walk forward, let the elbows drip towards the floor. You might be more straight, that's fine, just honoring your body wherever you are. And breathing deep into the hips and the lower back here. Baddha Konasana, bound angle pose. But some people call this butterfly pose. And for today, we're going to call it butterfly pose as well. And why? Because it seems as if we're all been sent into our cocoons like little caterpillars, not knowing that they will become butterflies. Breathing into the hips and the lower back. This pose expands the piriformis, stretches out that largest muscle in the lower back, opens up the hips, the groin, the thighs. Really great for relieving back pain. And then let's pull the navel back. Come on up. And then pull the tailbone down and turn to your right. Bring your left hand to your right thigh. Lengthen the spine. Turn your ribs, your shoulders, and your head to the right. Roll your eyes to the right even. And we'll take some long, deep breaths into this spinal twist. And then inhale, come center. And exhale, turn to the left. Bring your right hand to your left thigh, left hand behind you. Pull the navel back, lengthen the spine, and roll the ribs, roll the shoulders and the head to the left. Breathe deeply into your rib cage. This helps to relieve tension in the spine and the spinal column. Improves your range of motion. My dear friend and student used to call this rear view window pose. Or rear view mirror pose. And then engage the navel and come center. Okay, we're going to set up for a deep relaxation now. So you can go ahead and put a bolster underneath your knees. If you want, you could even put your legs up on your couch like this. If you don't have pillows or blankets around, it might feel nice to just do something really simple like this, and maybe even throw a blanket over your body and rest like this. And that's one option. The other option is to lay on your back. Maybe put a pillow or a blanket underneath your head, and put a bolster or a rolled up blanket underneath you. Okay. We're going to separate the legs and turn the palms up. I'm going to get a timer going. Some music. Once you get settled, go ahead and start practicing long, deep breathing. Every time you exhale, allow the body to relax a little bit closer into the earth. And then let's take one final deep breath in and hold the breath. And then relax completely into the ground as I guide you through deep relaxation. Follow them at the end and let you know when it's time to sit up. So for now, release any sense of responsibility. Forget about any obligations or trying to get it right, and just let yourself be exactly as you are. Feel the feet and the legs. Notice how they feel after your yoga poses, your asanas. Feel the hips and buttocks, the pelvic floor, and once again, notice how that area feels after your practice. Feel it from the inside out. Feel the hands and arms from the inside out. And feel the entire torso from the center of the spine outward into the back muscles and all the internal organs and soft tissue. Notice how that feels after your practice. And now bring your awareness to the neck and shoulders. Notice how they are feeling inside. Bring the awareness to the facial muscles and the head. Notice how that area feels from the inside out. Feel the whole body from the inside out. And notice the natural flow of the breath. Become aware of any activity or stillness in the mind without judgment or criticism, without opinion. Just look and observe the activities inside the mind. Or the lack of activity. And ask yourself, if I'm able to witness my own thoughts, my own mind, then who am I? What am I? You are more than body, more than breath, more than brains. Rest in this knowing. Rest in this knowing. This peace, this calm is the true you. Learning to be able to relax like this will help you to have a better back, better quality of life in every area. Begin to gently engage your navel and roll to one side. Pull those belly muscles back and come to sit up. You can sit on your bolster or your blanket. Sitting right on the edge of your sits bones, engaging the navel. Let's roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Turn the palms up. Bring the thumb and pointer finger pads together to touch. And we're going to close with our peace sloka. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu, which means may the entire universe be filled with peace, joy, love, and light. So exhale, bring their hands together at your heart center. Inhale. Loka samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light, health and hope. Namaste. The divine in me honors the divine within you. It knows that we are one. One human family, one universe, one energy field. So thank you for joining me for tonight. I did forget to leave time for the Kapalabhati breath. So if you want to take some time on your own to go to the Kapalabhati video and do that to clean out your lungs and your sinuses and boost your immune system, please do that. It's a 7-minute video I have there. It's actually the video that's been most watched on this channel. I also want to thank once again all my paying clients and everyone who's made donations to make this channel possible. And just to remember that we will be on Zoom starting on Wednesday. So please make sure you're signed up for the email list so that you can get those links. And you can visit theyogalily.com. That's TheYogaLily.com. And you can go ahead and sign up for our email list there. And you can also make a donation there as well. So please like the video, subscribe to our channel, and share the video with someone who you might find might benefit from this practice. Maybe they're in some pain and could use it. So with that, I love you and good night. Sweet dreams. Enjoy.